Okay, hello, my smiling faces, my TT poor stands, my Duang with you Dong Kapta watchers. So it is TT's birthday still in the US. It is 29th here. So I was like, oh, I kind of want to watch like a fan cam of like a performance he's done like in the past. And then I do also have queued up their his Don't Give Up busking performance. And then I think the last video is gonna be like a compilation of moments from the episode 9 screening for like to celebrate TT's birthday, because it was the screening was the 28th and everyone was like, oh my god, like your birthday's tomorrow. So yeah, so the first thing that we're gonna watch is the his DMD the DMD Gen 3 fan meeting like solo like performance, I guess he did. And I saw a clip of it like a couple weeks ago where I was just like, oh my god, like he did "Lolay" by Atlas. I'm like, okay, I kind of want to see like how he sounds and like how he looks with the dancing of it, because this is I think this is after this is after DMD Friendship season 2 has already passed, so TT and Por are already a ship at this point, because they did do Unexpected by Ice Paris and by Ice Paris. I'm over here forgetting what his name was, but and Jailer, like Ice Paris and Jailer is what the performance is. But I kind of just want to focus on it being just a TT related video, because I'm just like, oh my god, it is his birthday, right? And I did see all the. I was waiting to see like what Por was gonna do for TT's birthday, so I did get the influx of that on my feed this morning or earlier this afternoon, and I was dying because like I said, me and Shay always talk about like how crazy it is, like how like they basically make it's very much giving like boyfriend things or like relationship things, because I don't know, like obviously like we all have our friendships, and obviously like, but the lengths that they go to, like the ship pairing like go to when it comes to gifting gifts is on a whole nother level, because like how are y'all like, I mean, they got money, so I'm not surprised there, but they're over here spending like a grand or more so like on jewelry for their partner. But I mean, they have gotten close. They are really like, even though it's like for the thing is, I think for DMD is like, yes, it is supposed to be like a work relationship, but I don't think it really doesn't feel like that with the pairings and the ships, because they just really they built like a relationship, like a friendship, right? But anyways, I was dying over that, but we're just gonna go ahead and watch like I said, the Lolay stage he did, and then we'll move on to the other two videos. Hey, come on. What a cutie! Oh. Keep in mind, this is like before like Dex, so definitely the potential was there, but he's still like learning or like still developing his skills, but I'm guessing for the concept of that, because I noticed there are doors behind them. I'm guessing the concept for it was when they're doing each like of the Gen 3 members introductions, I'm guessing they each like come out of a door and do like a solo, because I did remember seeing that Gong did the I think it was like, I forgot what it was, but he looked really cute. I remember seeing that, so I guess that's what the whole, and I think I remember what Tomas did. It's been a minute though, but I remember avidly freaking out over it. I think when it was, cause I think I had friends. I think Shy and our other friend was visiting at the time at my house, so I think I remember freaking out over seeing Tomas's performance from the actual, like, when the event was happening and people were posting like the videos and clips of it online. So yeah, but I like that concept. It's kind of giving each of them an introduction, but giving them a chance to show off their skills and, like, again, what they prepared for it. But he was so cute. Like, that's a cute song. It's definitely early on Atlas. I have already, like, I did watch that MV whenever I was doing my deep dive on Atlas after I came back from Thailand in 2024, early 2025. But yeah, I think you did a great job. Like, again, like I say, it's still in the I believe it's still in the beginnings before Dex was, or maybe they were in the middle of planning Dex at this point. I can't remember what the time frame of it was, but you can definitely see, like, his interest in dancing and singing, and he's definitely gotten a lot better, as we have seen from the influx of the fan cams, or reposting of the fan cams from, like, different events that Dex has done with slow motion in particular, or the other one I think was Saxo Love, I think, by Toby. So yeah, it's just crazy to see, like, the development from there. But he definitely had, like, the basics, and he definitely has, like, the presence and the aura already in that video. So I'm not surprised, like, how much he has, like, grown and been in his element, right? And then also, just to add on with, because we did get a new OST, or it's about OST in the show, but it isn't out yet. I'm assuming it's gonna drop maybe this week, or I think maybe Dex is gonna come first, and then maybe TT's will be the following week, unless they drop both of them in the same week. But we did get a new OST for Duang with You in episode 9, and I was like, oh, I think it's TT. It sounds like TT, but I was like, I'm not that great at distinguishing voices, like, so much. So I was like, I think it's just him, or I was like, oh, I think it's both him and Poor. But no, someone let me know that he actually did spoil, or did, like, confirm that it is him singing that OST solo wise. And I'm just like, oh my god, like, a ballad. I think this is, like, our first time hearing him sing, like, a ballad, aside from him being in Dex, right? But I was like, and then obviously, like, I don't know if you could consider Sinti Sandy a ballad. It's more of, like, a chill kind of, like, calm song. But yeah, so I was like, but okay, we're just gonna go ahead and move on and watch his Don't Give Up stage from the Busking. Also, I did watch the EXO cover that they did already for this event. Go! He's such a little cutie patootie. I like this song a lot. Let's go! Cute. Ah! Sorry, I screamed a little too loud when he came out. Yep. Oh my god, god, they just kill me. I actually have a picture of them from this event as my EFP on Discord. Ah! Poor. Fuck you! Fuck you. Oh my god, stop! I was not expecting him to like do this. It's too much. It's too much. One! Way too sweet. It's way too sweet for me. I can't take it. I'm like, insert the Duang gift that I made of him being like, mama, it's too much. It's too much. Way too much for me. I can't. I've been making gifts like all day today, like earlier on. So I'm like, yeah, it's. I thought my gift making days were over whenever your sky finished, but yeah, no, clearly not. I am definitely still in the whole like, I need this as a gift. I need this as a gift. Like, because I know some people have been making them, and I see them on whenever you, I think it's Tenor that does the gift search bar on Discord. If not, it just might be on Discord. But I've seen a couple or whatever. But I'm just like, this is not the exact one I want. There's a specific moment that I want, so I had to end up making it myself. So there's like, I made like maybe like 8 today. So I think there's a couple more that I still need to make that I've been clipping, because I actively rewatched from episode 1 to episode 8 yesterday before episode 9. So I was like, oh my god, like I was like taking notes, or at the same time I was like screen recording parts of the episode, or the part that I wanted to make a GIF so I can make it. And that's the one thing I do like about because I do have 2 phones. I have a iPhone, which is like my personal phone, and then I have a older Samsung that I use just for pictures. So that's the one thing I do like about the Samsung, is that I don't have to do a third party to make the gifts. You can just make it in the gallery, and it makes it so much easier. But yeah, so I was like, but that's also a bad thing, because it means like, oh my god, I have all this power to make all these gifts, right? But yeah, so this is really cute. It makes me want to go and like actually watch the whole entire Busking, if I can find it, for another video, because I did watch them do the Eve by EXO, because I was like, oh my god, like I need to see like the clip. I saw a bunch of clips from like different focuses for T and different focuses for Pour, and I'm like, I just hit my mic. I just need one like with both of them. So like I went to go find one, and I did that on a separate video, and I was like, oh my god, I'm like, this is too much. I'm like, because the way that they were looking at each other, like when one person was doing their part, you see TT looking at Pour, and then vice versa for TT doing his part and Pour looking at him, and was like, what is this eye contact? So that's why we were all like, have been actively going through a frenzy of us being like, Bluetooth where? Like, y'all have been playing us from the beginning with you all saying it's just Bluetooth. I'm like, no, it's not. But, I can't. I'm definitely gonna go look for the whole performance later on to watch it, because I do want to hear Pour sing "LOLAY," because I have really been getting into that. The whole OST I have been like on a whole like putting it on loop basically, and I mentioned in another video that I for the Sinti Sandy and for the Wella like covers as Duang and Shin, I did end up making them like an MP3 for my own personal use to like put it on Spotify so I could hear their versions as well, because it's so good. Like they just sound so great, and I'm just like, oh, they've really come so far. And I think you can really tell with the music choices or the OSTs in general so far. It's such a good show. It's such a good, like, that's the one thing about Domandi that they don't ever fail, is like the show is always good and the OSTs are equally like really great. So, but anyways, we're gonna move on to the compilation of like TT's like birthday stuff from episode 9's screening.
ไหนขอดูหน่อยหน้าคนที่จะอายุ21ในอีกไม่ถึงชั่วโมง
I go, ah!
อายุ21แล้วเป็นหมาเด็กของพี่ได้ไหมครับ
เฮ้ย เป็นตั้ง20หรือวะ
Oh, yeah, he's like, what? He's like, you. I saw the actual translation, like someone else do a I know it says auto translation, so it's not exactly what it is, but I did see, like, I do know more of the context now because I did see other people translate it. So basically here, he was saying like, oh, like it's like the last few minutes before you turn 21. And then he was like, oh, like, can I be your puppy? He was asking Poor, like, oh, can I still be your puppy, or can I be your puppy? And then Poor basically answered back like, didn't you already say that you were my puppy when you turned 20? So that's why TT got really caught off guard and was like, oh my god, what the heck? Like, he started panicking basically because he can't handle Poor flirting back or stating matter of fact like things, you know?
เฮ้ยมีความสุขมากนะครับ เฮ้ยยังไม่เที่ยงคืน เดี๋ยวรอก่อน
Oh, he's actually wearing another
ส
clover.
วัสดีไอ้หมาอายุ 21
21 แล้วนะครับ
เดี๋ยวเจอกันพรุ่งนี้นะ รอเลย
พรุ่งนี้ฮะ
Oh, I saw this one too, yeah.
เจอพรุ่งนี้ได้ไงพรุ่งนี้คนละงาน
Yeah, because they have two. They were both different
Hello.
schedules.
อ้าว
He's like,
รอดู
he's like, ah! So for that one, the translation that I saw was basically he's like saying, oh, like it's the last few minutes again, like before you're 21, or he's already 21 or whatever, and they're like, I guess they're like saying goodbye from being at the screening, right? And he's like, oh, like, just like I hope I see you tomorrow, or like I'll see you tomorrow. And he's just like, wait a minute, he's like, we have different schedules because TT had like a own like event and then like a separate like little fan meeting afterwards, and then obviously Poor had the 3 versus 3 basket boys thing. So, but we all knew that after that event, we're like, he's gonna go see TT, like no joke, like we already know this, like we're not shy from how these ship and pairings work when it comes to birthday surprises. But yeah, so he like went to go surprise him, or like they met up at a karaoke thing. I saw that whole like, again, that whole clip of Poor bringing in like a cake and like his gifts, and I was like, oh my god, I'm dying, like I was actively screaming, and I was like, oh my god, this is too much. Like, again, insert the Duang gift that I made because way too much. It was too much sweetness for me. I was like dying. I was avidly dying, and I'm just like, this is boyfriend things, just relationship things. That's why I was saying earlier, like how far they go for each other when it's supposed to be a quote unquote a work relationship, but it really isn't. It's definitely like a friendship, or if not friendship, could be more for the, like, I'm saying this because like we honestly don't know, but sometimes they be giving us that feeling, especially when it comes to Domani ships and pairings, because they be going all out. Like I said, like who's over here spending like almost $1,000 on a necklace for your coworker partner ish, like, and you know it's not the first time, because you know we do know that TT did give I think last year for Poor's birthday, he did give him a Louis Vuitton necklace that someone did point out that he did wear it in episode 8, I believe. But yeah, like I said, we are no strangers to it when it comes to Domandi, with the lengths that they be going for their partners when it comes to like spending money, which I'm like, makes sense. Like if you can't afford it, and like, you know, that just shows how like close they really are. And I like, you know what I mean? Because that's something you, like I said, something you would do for your like if you're in a relationship, or like if you're just that close, you know, which is like crazy because, you know, it's only been like maybe it's been a year and a half, I believe, is what they said for how long TT and Poor have known each other, or have been shipped, not long, how long they known each other, how long they've been a ship together. So yeah, but anyways, I just wanted to say that little piece.
Yeah! ของน้ำยอบ
จะมีเซอร์ไพรส์อะไรอีกปะเนี่ย
โอ้ยไม่รู้แหละ
He's like, oh, this is like before he gives it, before he gave him the cake, right?
ร่วมกับเธอเก่งไหม
That's why I wore this Kuromi hat, y'all, because I know TT likes Kuromi, and this was a TT dedicated video.
กันดีกว่าแล้ว
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you Happy birthday to you Happy birthday Happy birthday Happy birthday
Oh, he blew up. I remember saying this too. He's like, wait, the light candle went out.
ทุกปีนะครับแต่ว่าเค้กเนี่ยมีความพิเศษยังไงน้องหมอซึ่งวันเกิดจริงๆเนี่ยคือทุกปีนะครับแต่ว่าเค้กเนี่ยมีความ
เอ้ยอันนี้ไม่ใช่เค้กงาน
He's like, yeah, he's like,
ผมเองก็
yeah, he's like, I bought it with my own money. It's not from the staff. He's like, because I know you like Kuromi.
ก็เห็นตีชอบคุโรมิก็เลยซื้อเป็นเค้กคุโรมิมาให้
Like, that's crazy. Oh, like, you see what I mean? And then T started crying, yeah. It's like, I can't.
ไม่คือ
Aww.
ไม่มันเซอร์ไพรส์ตรง
So
ที่
like,
ว่า
when did he
เรา
like
อยู่กับเขา
go and buy it? Yeah.
ทั้งวันไงเราไม่รู้ว่าจังหวะไหนเขาไปซื้ออะไรเงี้ยมันก็ดีใจไงดีใจใช่ครับอะไรครับก็ขอบคุณทุกๆคนครับที่ซัพพอร์ตร่วมกับเธอแล้วก็อยู่กับตีในวันเกิดด้วยแล้วก็ขอบคุณพี่ปี๊บมากๆที่
You're gonna make me cry.
ทำกันมาก็ปีกว่าแล้วแล้วก็ดีใจมากๆที่
He's like, I don't know what to do with my hand. He's like, it's fidgety.
ครับก็ถ้าคนข้างตีไม่ใช่พี่บอกก็ไม่รู้จะเป็นใคร
Aww, they're so cute. I love it.
น้องปอครับอวยพร
Like, what was that look? I can't. He's like, are you gonna wipe him for me? He's funny. He's still
ครับ
funny.
เอ
Whenever
งสิ
he's.
โถน้องปออวยพรน้องตีหน่อยเร็ววันเกิด
ก็ไว้อยากจะบอกตีว่า ปีที่20ของตีเก่งมาก เราผ่านอะไรมา เยอะแบบทั้งเรื่องดีเรื่องไม่ดี แบบมีทั้งความสุขแล้วก็เศร้าไปด้วยกันเยอะมาก ก็อยากบอกว่าเก่งมาก โตกันเยอะเลยในปีนี้ อีกไม่กี่ชั่วโมงเฮ้ยอีกชั่วโมงกว่ามั้งตีก็ไม่ได้อายุ20แล้วก็ขอให้วันเกิดปีที่เสร็จเป็นมีปีที่มีความสุขมากๆแล้วก็ดูแลตัวเองเยอะมั่นใจในตัวเองแล้วก็ไม่ต้องกดดันตัวเองเก่งขึ้นเยอะมากๆแล้ว
Aww.
Oh,
They're- I like a cat with
เอา
them.
ล่ะทุกคนร้องรอบท้ายกัน Happy birthday to TTP เย้สุขสันต์วันเกิดครับ
But yeah, like with that other with that clip, because I did see another like I think another like interview or something like that, or maybe it was like later on in the same event where Poor's like, oh yeah, like, or I think TTE and Poor both realized, oh wow, like wait a minute, or I think it was TTE. He's like, wait a minute, he's like, I'm gonna turn 21. When then Poor was like, oh, it's the same age like when I first met you. I'm just like, I was like, I can't. I was like, y'all are gonna make me cry. Oh my god. I'm like, they're just too cute. Like I really like how close they've gotten like in their relationship. Like I said, it was definitely like I mentioned because I watched rewatched DMD Friendship season 2 for them because I was like I need my fix of them for while I was waiting for the the new episodes to come out for Duang with you or Duang Kapta because you could definitely see how much they've like grown from then and like obviously again like they were an underdog ship because whenever me and Shai both watched it we were like oh like we really liked their chemistry from the acting mission for sure and I think literally everyone felt it especially like was it P Genistar and P is it Nit or Int I think is who was the two of the judges so like and I think they talked about it again on his or on their like variety like interview show I saw that they dropped it today and people have been clipping it where they're like oh yeah like we were there and I'm just like yes thank you Kabunka because y'all have been there since D-0 for them because like again I don't think anyone realized how or they themselves didn't even realize how great the chemistry was until like they started hearing it from because I think P-Off also like agreed with Genistar and Int about it so yeah so we were like oh my god like and they ended up winning the season and I'm just like yeah like they rightfully so because they were really like it was crazy just how natural it came to like them two being together and then obviously like it has grown a lot into something a lot more like stronger with the chemistry because we are clearly seeing and watching Duang Kapta and we can see how crazy it is and now with the moments that we get from them doing events together are just like on their solo stuff right but yeah it was really cute
ให้น้องได้ลงพักผ่อนก่อนนะครับเพราะว่าเดี๋ยวจะเข้าสู่ ช่วงกิจกรรมไฮบายกันนะครับโดยที่ขอให้เป็นแฟนๆนะยังคงนั่งประจำที่อยู่ตรงนี้นะครับแล้วก็เดี๋ยวรอเรียกตามแถวนะครับแล้วก็เพื่อความอะไรนะเอาสิอยากฝากแล้วเชิญเลย
He's like, what do you want to say?
ขออีกเรื่องนึงครับทุกคนเพลงที่
Oh, this
อ
is
ยู่
like him.
นี้ทุกคนรู้ไหมครับว่าเป็นเสียงของใครเฮ้ยจริงปะเนี่ย
Yeah. He's like, y'all knew already?
เป็น OST เสียงของตีเองนะครับ
Yeah.
ใช่ครับก็มันเป็น feeling ที่ตอนอัดน่าจะใช้เสียงที่ตีไม่เคยใช้
Yeah, because we haven't heard him use like
แค่
sing like a
ไม่เคย
ballad
ใช้ช่อง
before.
เสียง
Yeah,
นี้
yeah.
ก็ครับ
Something a little bit different. Yeah. He did a great job. It's such a good OST. Like I said, you see we see how much they've
ขอบ
grown.
คุณครับ
But like he was like, I want to like clarify that, but everyone's just like, we already knew.
เรา
Like,
ขอเราด้วยเราขอเราด้วย
ครับ
อย่าบอกเลยไหมอย่าบอกเลยไหมอย่าฝาก
บอก
เล
เลย ย
ไห
ไห
ม
มอ๋อก็ฝากเพลงตีด้วยนะครับ คือเอาจริงแบบ ผมไม่ได้อยู่ด้วยตอนนั้นแต่ว่า เอาจริงเซอร์ไพรส์เหมือนกันตอนที่ได้ยินแบบวันที่อัดเสร็จแล้วแบบอยากจะบอกว่าเก่งมากแบบ
oh.
เออเฮ้ยแต่แบบเก่งมากเพราะว่าไม่เคยเห็นตีร้องแบบเสียงนี้แบบวิธีนี้
ดี
สุดยอด
Oh, like they just
รอเลยนะแล้วทุกคน
it's
ก็ไปฟังกันได้
how they always like compliment each other and like telling each other how they always doing a great job for me. That's what it is. I'm just like,
ก็อย่างที่ทุกคนเห็นไปใน EP 9 นะครับ EP นี้ก็คือมีปมบางอย่างได้เริ่มคลายแล้ว เริ่มเฉลยออกมาแล้ว ครับก็ EP ต่อๆไป
I know I'm not ready for that. I know Pika I think talked about it too. I was like,
อีกแค่3 ตอนซีรีส์จะจบแล้ว
I know I'm sad.
เฮ้ย
อะไรนะโอ้ยเมื่อกี้ผมพูด50เขาบอกขอ50 ตอนค่ะแล้วแม่บอกขอ50 ตอนค่ะ
ครับก็อยากจะบอกว่าอีกแป๊บหนึ่งก็จะจบ
I know I'm sad that it's so close to ending, y'all. It's such a good show.
ก็หวังว่าทุกคนจะอยู่กับพวกเราเป็นนานๆนะครับ
โอ้โหนะทุกคนเป็นการยืนยันหน่อยได้ไหมจะอยู่กับติปอนและน้องๆร่วมกับเธอต่อไปไหมต้องนานกว่านี้อยู่กับเขาไหมครับ
Thank you. I think he actually had his like event the next day at the same place.
ทุกคนพูดพร้อมกันนะให้เลยนะ1 2 3
Cute. But yeah, that is the one thing I will say. Like, I am sad that it's gonna be ending soon because we don't know when we're gonna get a new show. Because there are a lot of Dumandi like now newer ships. So, and I know they are kind of they. I will say one thing though, like they have really been like picking up the pace when it comes to like making like, shows and like airing them. Because like me and Shai's the one who like mentioned it to me, and I was like, oh yeah, you're right, because usually they only air like a Domandi series like one at a time, but now we're having Duang and Love Upon a Time at the same time, like airing like back to back, which were just like, oh, like that is like I guess, but I did mention to her, I'm just like, I think it's just because people have been wanting to see Love Upon a Time for a while now, and I know they had a lot of like issues with filming because of the just like the environmental like things that have been happening where they were shooting, because there was a lot of flooding, so they couldn't always like they were very much like they experienced a lot of like hardships while trying to film it. So I think that's why they wanted to maybe make sure that we got it as soon as possible to like air, because it's been, I think, one of the ones that has been in the works for the longest time, I would say. But yeah, and then she did tell me that, or I did see also a clip that or Save said that they were they're still in the middle of filming for Mr. Fanboy, and I think she said she told me that they're gonna be I think starting from today, I think, or yesterday, they are going to be shooting for like a month. So I think what she said is like, it seems like, or even I think one of the, like I said, Ooh or Save mentioned that they might be planning to release it in maybe in August because, and then she told me that because Love Upon a Time is supposed to end around the June or July timeframe. But yeah, that means like they're just really like trying to like do as much as they can with the shows that they have, like, you know, or like, yeah, with the shows that they are currently like have already pitched and like are working on because I want to get it out sooner. But like I said, that is one of the downsides though, is that once the show ends for a ship, it is gonna be, I think we all have said this, that it is gonna be like maybe a year or two before we can see them again. I did also see that Tomas and Kong did mention at one of their events that they did that I think the pilot for, or yeah, I think the pilot for Mr. or Unknown Lover is going to be filmed soon. So maybe that means we might be getting that show maybe in mid 2026, maybe late 2026. I don't know. I'm just spitballing a time frame out there because we really don't know. And again, like it takes time to prep all of these, and you know, it obviously takes time from doing a pilot and seeing like what the feedback from the fans are, as well as like the author of the book, and then they end up reworking it and then finally dropping an actual like trailer with them filming the show. So that is what it is. I just wanted to bring that up real quick because that's what I'm just brought it up because, you know, it means like once Duang Kapta ends, we probably won't see TT and Poor in a show for quite some time. And I also am curious to see what they would give them for a next show, like a next series. Like I don't know like where they would go, because when they did Your Sky, we were like, oh my god, like I really did like Bun Lee and Glai, and I was very much like, me and Shai were both like, oh my god, like I really wish they would keep it where we would get them like duality of them equally being like whatever in the different roles, you know, where one's more cute or more feminine and the other one's more, I guess, more of the masculine strong type, and they could be switched at any time because they really do have that dynamic where they can be switched. But you know, it is what it is. So that's where I'm also like curious to see what they would give us for our next series of what it would be like, what the plot. I did also see that people were talking about, or like assuming that it might be this one book that because of like, I guess, pictures that they took that seemed very same kind of concept as the artwork on the book. But and I think it's also a band or another musical type of storyline. So I was like, okay, I'm like, I wouldn't mind that, to be honest. Like I do love a good musical based show. I feel like I have been realizing that a lot because which one, it started, I think Together was one of the ones that I really liked at the beginning, and then when MSP dropped, I really enjoyed MSP. I'm trying to think of what other one was like a music based. Your Sky wasn't necessarily music based, but I did really like the OST for that. Oh, Cutie Pie was another one that was very much music based, like drama a little bit, or like plot line here and there. So yeah, so I'm just curious to see like if that's something that they would do or they keep in that type of story with plot. But anyways, I really enjoyed watching again, like since I already have seen some of the clips for at least I'm pretty sure all of these from the like the celebration, like, or like the one-on-one or the talk interview after the episode 9 screening happened. So I'm not really surprised. And it also helped that I did see it because I knew more of the context, you know, from because this translation was like, again, like machine translation, so some of it is there for you to like, if you can pick up the context of it. But it does really help to like go and actually find people who, you know, understand Thai and actually translate for the fans that way, so you can understand to exact T of what they're saying. But I think it was really cute to see how, you know, everyone's like, oh, really wished TT like a happy birthday, and really you could see how like moved he was by everyone's like wishes and everyone's like all the effort that basically everyone put into it, and then also just with the amount of love that they have gotten for Duang Kapta in general. But yeah, so like I said, it's just gonna go on up from here. I am scared, but also excited to see what episode 10 to 12 end up bringing, because like they said, it is going to be more on the I guess trauma filled side of us understanding a little bit more about Shin, because we have gotten a lot from Duang, as he is I guess somewhat of the main character, you could say, or we've seen it more in his point of view because has been him chasing after Shin. But now that they are both since they have like both been reciprocating feelings since episode 7 or 6, we have been able to get more of Shin's side of the like his point of view and how like he feels about Duang. So I think we're definitely gonna get more of like Shin again's point of view with why he is the way he is on with his family, as well as like the understanding of him like with his emotions and why he kind of is more on the cold side. So but anyways, I just wanted to say again, happy birthday TT. I hope you enjoyed it. You literally deserve all the love in the world, both of y'all do. But that's where I'm gonna leave this off, and I shall see y'all in the next one.